Hello and welcome to In Bloom. This is day 16. I'm Alexandra, aka Flower Yogi. Thank you so much for joining. We're gonna get started in a seat, nice cross-legged seat, Sukhasana, easy pose. Literally, it translates to easy pose. So root down through your tailbone. Move the fleshy part of your seat to the side so you can really connect your sits bones down into the mat, into the ground below you. And deepening your breath. Close the eyes. Allowing the hands to rest gently on the legs or the knees. And as you breathe in, feeling the belly expand, chest expands. And as you exhale, soften the chest, soften the belly. Inhaling. Exhaling. Just continuing to witness the cycle of breath moving in and out of the body. And if you can, bringing something to your mind that you are grateful for. One thing. I'm grateful for taking time to practice, to tend to the self, tend to the body. And on your exhale, dropping the nose down to the chest. And inhaling, rolling around the head, drawing a circle. And reversing the direction. Moving nice and slowly. Observing any points of tension or stickiness. And then coming back to center. Really nice. We'll open the eyes, bringing the soles of the feet together, knees nice and wide. So we're going to focus a lot on hips and shoulders today. So finding this cobbler's pose or butterfly, bringing the thumbs to the soles of the feet. Give yourself a little massage. Just moving the thumbs up the foot, giving yourself a little squeeze through the toes. Our feet do so much for us, so just showing them a little thanks. And then bringing the hands to the ankles. Inhale, lift the chest, belly comes forward. Exhale, folding down. Bend the elbows. You can rest the forearms on the insides of the legs for a little extra weight, or you can bring them forward, palms pressing into the ground or the mat. Release the head, the neck. Starting to press into the hands, walking your way up, back to a long spine, hands to the outsides of the knees. Close the book, close your legs, and we'll come onto all fours. Knees underneath the hips, palms underneath the shoulders, finding some cat and cows. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, rounding back. Press away from the mat. Inhale, anchor down through the belly button. Look forward, look up. And continuing to flow here. Maybe going off the tracks, drawing circles with the hips. And then we'll bring the knees a little wider than the hips. Legs are parallel, or the lower half of the legs are parallel. And then walking the hands forward just a hair. Arms also as wide or a little wider than the shoulders, so kind of in the same line as our knees. And then we'll drop the elbows down underneath the shoulders. So we've got this nice wide setup here. We're going into a puppy posture, heart to earth pose, and trying it this time with legs and arms a little wider apart. If you need to, you can always bring the toes together or the arms a little closer. I'm going to walk my elbows forward and then melt the head, melt the heart down, keeping the hips lifted. Just observing the breath. Imagining there's a weight attached to the sternum, just pulling me closer to the center of the earth. Feel that heaviness. And we'll take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, exhale. Beginning to roll the head side to side. And activating the palms as we press our way back up. Walking the hands underneath the shoulders, bringing the hips in or the knees in. Back to our tabletop. Beautiful. Sending the right leg long, pressing into that heel, toes are on the ground. And then bending the knee, bring the foot in between the hands. And walk the right foot over towards the right side a little bit. We want to find this kind of ball and mitt with the right knee into the right armpit. So back knee stays nice and low here. And then start to draw circles with the hips. You can come hands onto fingertips, maybe taking the arms a little wider, fingertips a little wider, and pulling back and around. Nice massage in the armpit, while also finding a little bit of mobility, flexibility in the hips. You can stay really small in your circles. No need to exaggerate. So just find what works and reverse that circle. Feeling that nice pressure under the arm. Really nice. And then we'll come back to center, bringing the hands to frame the foot, bring the foot back in line in the center of the hands. Inhale, looking forward, low lunge, sink the hips down. Exhale, extending through the right leg. Right, point and flex the toes. And then on an inhale, rolling back onto the right foot. And we'll just guide that right leg back to set up for the other side. Left leg comes long behind you. Press into that left foot. Rock forward and back. And then bending the knee, bringing it forward. Plant the left foot between the hands and walk it over to the left side just enough so that it finds that lock in with the left armpit. And then we'll take the fingers nice and wide and drawing circles with the hips. There's just something so relaxing about that pressure underneath the arm. And we'll reverse our circle. Stay with your breath. And coming back to center, plant the hands, moving the left foot in between the palms. Inhale, look forward, sink the hips down, low lunge. Exhale, pulling back through the hips, straighten the left leg. Half splits, runner stretch. Point and flex that front foot, relax the head. And inhaling, rolling back onto the left foot. Awesome. Plant the hands, send that left hip back. Take a round of cat and cow. Inhaling, dropping the belly. Exhale, rounding back. And then coming to our tabletop, we're going to walk the hands forward. Lower all the way to your belly. Awesome. So taking your right arm out to the side, perpendicular to the mat, to the body. And then left hand is going to come underneath the left shoulder, bending into the left knee. We'll start to press into that left hand as we bring the left foot behind. A little broken wing. Nice stretch and opening through the right front of the chest, through the shoulder. And if this left foot doesn't plant or it feels too intense, you can also just kind of straighten the leg and let it fall kind of behind that right leg. Also notice your right fingertips. If it feels like you're any numbness or tingling, just gently ease off of it. So just listen, observe what's going on in your body, stay with your breath. And then we'll start to soften that left knee down, supporting yourself with the left hand as we roll back onto the belly, making a pillow with the hands. Bring your forehead to your pillow. Allow the toes to come in, heels to go out. Beautiful. We'll take it to the other side. Left hand coming out to the left side. Pressing in to the floor with the right hand next to the face or under the shoulder. And we'll start to bend into that right leg and pressing away onto the left side. Right foot plants behind the left leg, or just straightens long. I find that one to be a little more intense, but to each their own. Imagining that right knee is pressing back in space, opening up the hip a little bit more. Taking a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, starting to soften back to center. Rolling onto the belly. Take that pillow one more time. Taking a deep inhale. A complete exhale. We'll slide the palms underneath the shoulders, curl the toes, press it up to a tabletop. Really nice. Take the knees nice and wide, toes together, send it back, child's pose. Rolling the forehead side to side. Coming through center, inhaling, pressing into the hands. Knees come back underneath the hips. And taking a cat and cow again. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, rounding back. Coming back to center. The right foot in between the hands. And then walking the right foot over to the right side of the mat. Toes coming off the mat a little bit. If you need extra support, you can roll up the mat underneath that left knee. Just double up there for our lizard pose. So you can stay up on fingertips, nice and lifted here as we sink into the hips. Or maybe you soften your way down to forearms. If you have blocks or books, you can also slide those underneath the hands to, bring the ground to you, like so. And just finding a place where you can relax, be still. Release the hips down, sending that energy down into the earth. Deep breath in. Exhale out. And pressing into the hands, lifting your weight back up and lifting with the hips as we slide that right foot back into our tabletop. Swing the hip side to side. And then bringing the left foot up and in. Preparing for a lizard on the left side. Walk the left foot over to the left edge of the mat, toes pointed towards that top left corner or even off the mat. And you can stay up on hands or fingertips or blocks, or you can come down onto the forearms. You can, in a lizard pose, keep that back knee lifted, but we're really trying to open and release the hips, softening the muscles. Gently pressing into the mat, pressing your way up, lifting up through the hips as we slide the left foot back into our tabletop and walking the hands back to sit on the heels, swing the legs to one side. And we'll take the legs nice and wide here, moving the fleshy part of your seat, heels down. You don't need to be like super cranked open. Just find a place that you can comfortably sit. And then we'll inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, bringing the hands down in front of us. It's okay to stay lifted here, like a long spine, as you're kind of leaning forward with the chest, or you might bring the elbows, the forearms down. And wherever you are, just relaxing the head, finding a little rounding through the spine. On an inhale, starting to press into the hands, walk them back into center. We'll grab the backs of the knees to bend the legs, bring them together, and coming to sit on the heels, Virasana. You can also take that Sukhasana, easy seat, legs crossed. So find that comfortable seat. And we're going to open the arms out. Big stretch as you look up, maybe a little back bend. And as you exhale, coming back to center with the spine, bring the right arm underneath the left. And then we'll cross the arms, interlacing them. Maybe the right palm presses into the left for little eagle arms here. So we want to keep that lift of the elbows. I'll turn so you can see. Notice if your elbows are coming down. We want to keep that little lift so that we can really open up through the shoulder blades. So while we're lifting in the elbows, we're relaxing the shoulders down. Definitely feeling that. And then pulling the hands up towards the sky. Nice deep breath here. On your next inhale, look up, reach up. Maybe the belly pulls forward, a little back bend as the head falls back. And as you exhale, pulling the elbows down, rolling back on your seat, rounding through the spine. Arms come in towards your center, towards the belly button. Inhale, lift. So imagining the cat and cow through the spine, and exhale, rounding. Staying present with the sensations in the arms and the back. Continue to move. And take one more round, inhaling. Exhale. And then coming back to center. And we'll gently uncross the arms, open them out to the sides. Inhale, big breath in, look up. Exhale, bring the hands back to your lap. So we'll take that again on the left side. Inhale, arms go out, open, look up. Exhale, left arm underneath the right this time. Maybe the palms, the left fingertips come to the right palms. And then lifting up with the elbows. Stay long and rooted through the spine. Feel that pulling apart of the shoulder blades. Deep breath in and out. And we'll inhale, look up. Find that arch of the spine, belly pulls forward, head falls back. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. So we're opening, lifting on the inhale, and contracting, pulling it all in on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. And coming back to center, gently uncross the arms, open up, big stretch. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pausing here, feeling that rush of energy through the body, connecting to that point of gratitude. We'll take a deep breath in together and a long breath out. Ending here today, lifting the thumb knuckles to the third eye. One final breath in for this practice. And exhaling, bowing to yourself, your body, your practice. Thank you so much. We'll see you back tomorrow.